It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The punter Tress Way set to get this one started. And off we go from SoFi. Fielded at the 7. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Kappa. Ready.
No run here with Amari on Hampton. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Set. 380.
1st and 10. Herbert. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, block inside the 15. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Intercepted in the end zone. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it's intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Oh, he got 3. Chased out to his right. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. This is Ja'Cory Crosby-Merritt, in it for the 1st time. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Daniels setting up the play action. His first throw is an interception. And the Chargers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Daniels pass. Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Set. 380.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And that one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Commanders' 31-yard line.
Let's go.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. gets it downfield, on target to Ganson. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Play fake here. Daniels. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion here. Second down give to Krosky Merritt. He takes it ahead for a healthy 70 yards. It's 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And it's 3rd down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. Rich, fix the Eagles. Ready.
Running once again with Krosky Merritt. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get on.
Oh, he lost it on the hit! And they steal it back on the return. And Washington finishes the return to the end zone. Touchdown! The Commanders trim the lead to 1. That is the type of hit Brock delivered precisely to separate him from the football. And good luck to anybody trying to hold on through that.
And if you get a fumble on a return, a lot of times with how the personnel is displaced in position, you could find a lane for an immediate return. And sometimes, well, that open space even extends the whole way to the end zone for 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down. Goes to the hurry up here.
At the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, I call that a table setter. If you're getting that kind of efficient production out of your fullback, that just sets the table up for everyone else on this offense to eat.
59. Hey, go Lion. Set.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Into the hands of Gadsden, complete. They're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense in the hurry up here.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hey, OP. Hey, Ray.
From the red zone now. They can touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second and goal.
Incomplete.
Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to SoFi right after this. Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points.
Ready.
Hampton. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers take a second quarter lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand. Get all that motivation.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. That's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Play action now. Daniels. That's caught as McLaurin downfield. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Flushed out of the pocket. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camps that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Play action now for Herbert. Roll left side, grabbed by Allen. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
6-yard line.
21. 59. Hey, go Lion.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Has it downfield, working the left. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers just need 2 snaps to steal a lead.
Quarterback, receivers, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. Following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
On first down, they'll run. He's able to drive that pile backyard. Stopped by Deion Henley.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
60 by 6. Read.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Personal lead.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
So first down from the 41.
Flag. Check smash. 70 Timberwolves. Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Take pass. Hop 70. Hop 70. Go.
Daniels. Gets it to him on the screen. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. Pickup of 17. That's good for Washington first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Heads out on the bootleg. Buying some time right. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get a late score and tie it before the half. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And they'll take the lead.
The score, Commanders 41, Chargers 20.
Kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Herbert now off the play fake. Rolling out to his left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down. On the counter, it's Hampton. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Yes, a smaller gain on the stat sheet with that counter run, but it does diversify their run game portfolio. Makes those guys, and especially the edge defenders, think a little bit. And Kate, I've told you once, I'll tell you 100 times, I love the play action that comes off of that same counter run action.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Herbert. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this run. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Running back sent in motion. Out of the gun, Daniels. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Unable to connect with his running back. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this is going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Trying to find his tight end. 4th down coming up. Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Moody knocks it through. That'll push their lead to 4.
You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off the points. They did just that.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
380, clear out. 380, clear out. Go. What is it?
Back to throw it. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
He's going to try another deep one here. This is caught inside the 15. It'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Play action now with Daniels. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he is is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. That's going to give the Commanders a first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
First and 10 now from the 46. Hand off to the back. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Daniels now. Finds him over the middle. Still has some space inside the 35. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Benjamin St. Just getting a stop against the team who drafted him. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Come on.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Headed right through the middle of the field. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown.
Jake Moody for the
Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position.
Set. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Set.
Running it with Hampton. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Taken down at the 40-line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A play fake. Now Herbert's a throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all them run stuffers back in the day. But the D tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass too, and that D tackle just got it done.
And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely you find a clean window down the middle. It would be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
59. Don't stop. Set.
They're going for it. It's Herbert. That one's nabbed by Allen. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Chargers first down.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Taking a chance to the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage...
Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. He's intercepted. And the Commanders, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, no doubt they envision envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
To the ground. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And now it's second down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Putting a receiver in motion. They'll run now on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Following the play, we have an injured commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. Daniels throwing on third. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Herbert leading them to the line, going for two.
The Chargers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Ready.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Got up the two! And they get the two-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building. Right, a three-point game. And especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
31-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Running this one left. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tuipulotu in for the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's third down now.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Third and just 2 to go.
Here we go.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 now from the 46.
70. Let's go now.
He's got it on the bootleg. He rolls to his right. And he can't escape this one. They get to him for a nice exclamation point to end this third quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Commanders who hold the lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry this through the end. Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18.
Come on. Set. Cook at 19.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll run here from the gun. And with a nice game, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
They put a receiver in motion right. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. With 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Headed out right. Now here he goes. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 9-point advantage. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 9.
Play action now for Herbert. Put the body on the line for his team. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked up like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that was risk. We're in double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he's gonna have about 2. It's 2nd down now.
He's got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Going deep here for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time, and it's 3rd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Couldn't connect with Lad McConkey. And now 4th down, staring right at him.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Johnson finds the football, complete. So he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Chargers.
1st and 10, here's Herbert. This one's caught. And they're going to get this down to the floor before being stopped. Working quickly here.
10 more yards. That's another Chargers first
Now
down.
run with Hampton. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Offensive line fast.
At the 2-yard line.
Herbert from the gun. And then it's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from them, a field goal to tie this game in the fourth.
Panthers 38, Chargers 35.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
At their own 45-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Chargers, 19 Chargers. Ready?
Going back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Win, win. 70 Timberwolves.
Another carry for him. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. 3rd and 4 coming up now. They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Look at them, they don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Lead the right, lead the right. Quicker, 19. Go.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense, they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Commanders only up by a few. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Plowing up the middle. A lot of space ahead. And he takes it down to the 33. Get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
Back to the well again. No repeat success in that last run, as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always harder when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now we're on the counter. They stuck with him and got the same result. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
On the ready.
Third down, and they need to get 10.
Let's go. Cavity Lions. Ready.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And this one does not get close. He stopped after 3, and that's going to bring up fourth
He's
down.
tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. It's now.
So score this as a win for the Commanders. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing